notice that relationships are always fluctuating? There are times where you're really close and connected to your partner, and then there are other times when there are subtle and sometimes not so subtle disconnects. So if the nature of relationships is just this natural ebb and flow, how do you know when you're starting to get seriously disconnected from your partner? Some kinds of relation disconnect are so incredibly slow and subtle. That doesn't mean they're not corrosive though. But it can be so slow and subtle that you don't even realize it's happening, and the next thing you know, it's like the relationship has vanished into thin air, which is a little scary. Hi, I'm Dr. Jan Anderson. I'm a psychologist in private practice, and I specialize in working with executives and professionals, including couples who are professionals. Here are some of the signs that get my attention in counseling sessions. Of course, something that gets everybody's attention is when there's a lot of volatility. But I also know that there's solid research out there that there are happy, stable couples who fight fairly often and get fairly loud. So I'm not so much looking for that as how do you make up? How do you resolve the argument? When there's no real resolution, you just kind of go on, then that's a concern. And then another variation is what I call the roommate effect, is everything's gotten very superficial and the whole relationship is taken on a roommate feel. Another thing that catches my attention is if there's this airless quality, like there's not a lot of room to move or breathe in the relationship. That's probably the most subtle of all. And then there's something that I call politely living parallel lives. Not a lot of arguing, but not a lot of connection either. So the kinds of solutions and approaches I'm looking for, they are not your date night bandaid kind of approach to relationship disconnect. Here's more what I have in mind. I like to jumpstart the whole process by focusing on what matters most to you, because every couple has their own unique set of interests, concerns, priorities for their relationship. So I like to start with that and devise a tool that you can use so that you can regularly do these spot checks on your relationship. It's monitoring just like you would monitor your bank account on a regular basis. So if you're interested in safeguarding and supercharging your relationship connection, it's easy to get started. I like to do a 15-minute telephone consultation, and I build that around 3 simple questions that help us quickly figure out if I'm the right helping professional for you. There's no charge for that. So if you're interested in exploring working with me, I hope you'll reach out. I can usually be available in 24 hours, and you can get started right away.